Hi, my name is Mia Calcaterra. This is for Module 3. This is my lesson model. It's for letter, sound, and correspondence. And then the learning objective is that students understand that they can use the letter to determine the letter sound. And then this is for whole class or small group instruction, I would say for up to 20 students. Good morning, students. Today we are going to talk about how the name of a letter can help you determine the sound. So, our first activity is that we're going to go through and we're going to state the letters that we have learned so far. So what I'm going to do is point to the left side of a letter. Give you 2 seconds to think about it, and then I will point to the right side. When I point to the right side, we will answer as a group what the letter is. So let's begin. D. F. M. S. T. B. N. L. C. P. Now what I'm going to do is call in a couple of students, and you are going to take a second, think about the letter, and then share with the class what you think it is. Student 1. M, correct. Student 2. S, nice job. Student 3. T, very nice. Student 4. It's not T. Let's look at the letter one more time. F, nice job. Thank you. Student 5. D, very nice. Student 6. P, correct. Student 7. C, nice job. Student 8. It's not I. I know it looks very similar to I, but remember it does not have a dot on the top, so it would be letter L. Nice job. Student 9. N, correct. Student 10. B, nice job. So now what we're going to talk about is how, in the first part of the lesson, we're going to talk about the first sound in the letter name can be the sound that the letter makes. So, for our first example, we are going to talk about T. With T, it has two sounds, T, E. So when we break it down, it is T, E. And since that's the first sound in the letter name, the letter T makes the sound T, because it's T, E. It doesn't make the E, it makes the T. So that would be for T. Now that you understand that it's the first sound in the letter name, I want you to try this one with your partner. Please turn to your partner. 1's turn to 2, 2 turn to your 1. You know who your partner is. And I want you to go over B. Break it down with your partner, and then raise your hand when you're ready. About 5 more seconds. Okay, student number 3. What did you and your partner get? B. Nice job. How do you know that? Because it's the first sound in the letter name. Nice job, because when we break it down, it's the B and the E. B, E. So it would be the B. The letter B makes the sound B. So now that we've worked on T and B, we're going to come back as a group, and I'm going to let you answer it without me helping you. So we are going to work on letter P. Can anyone raise their hand and tell me what sound the letter P makes? Student 4. P is correct. How did you know that? Because it's the first sound in the letter name. So our first letter sound, like you said, was P, and our second sound was the E. So since we're looking at the first sound, it would be P. Very nice job. Thank you. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. We're going to try one more, and then after we go over both lessons, you will get individual work. Our last letter for this activity is D. Student number 1, what is the sound? D. Correct. How did you know that? Yes, it's the first sound in the letter name. So we have D and E. Very nice job. You guys have done a very good job. Okay, now we are going to look at letters where the last sound in the letter name is what sound the letter makes. So we're going to look at these letters right here. We have P, T, C, V, B, C, D, and G. These were our first set of letters, which is the first in the letter name. Now we're going to look at our second set of letters. We have N, X, S, M, L, R, F, and X. These letters, what they all have in common is that the last sound in the letter name is the sound that the letter makes. So we are going to look at letter L as a group. When we look at the sound that L makes, the first sound is eh, and the second sound is oo. L. So since we're looking at the last sound in the letter name, can anyone raise their hand and tell me what sound the letter L would make? Student number 7. Oo is correct because we are looking at the last sound. So now we are going to look at the letter M. So let's look at it together. We have M. So can anyone raise their hand and tell me what sound the letter M makes? Student 8. Is correct. Nice job. Now, I'm going to have you turn back with your partners, and we're going to look at a new letter. Let me write it on our whiteboard. Our letter is F. I need you to take about 20 seconds, talk with your partner, ones turn to twos, twos turn to ones, please, and then raise your hand when you're ready. Student number 2, what sound does the letter F make? Is correct. Thank you. And how did you know that? Because it is the last sound in the letter name. Nice job. Because our first sound is the eh, and our second sound is F, F. So it would be the. We're going to try one more. I would like you to turn to your partners for our last one. We are going to look at letter N. So please turn to your same partners. You have about 10 seconds. Okay, student number 7, can you tell me what sound the letter N makes? N is correct. Nice job. Thank you. Because when we look at our letter, that eh, and then n, eh, n, n. So it is the last letter sound in the letter name. So now that we've went over it, I'm going to have you guys break up, and for the first 5 minutes, I'm going to have, if you have a specific partner, I'm going to have you work with that partner, and I'm going to provide you with a worksheet, and you're going to go over it. After that 5 minutes, you're going to get an individual worksheet, and then we're going to come back together as a class, go over any questions you may have. Some techniques, remember, you need to either look at the first letter sound or the last letter sound. And then you can look at the letter name itself and determine the sound. If you're in any of my specific groups, I'm going to have you come and work one-on-one with me. A couple of my students have more advanced worksheets. You know who you are. I will pass those out. A couple of you come and work with me individually. And then if you need our interpreter or the video that does it in a separate language, I will set you up in the back to go over it some more. Again, listen to the letter name and the sounds, and that's how you will be able to figure out what the letter sound is for the letter. So we will come back together in about 10 minutes. Until then, get to work. Thank you.